Morning guys, it is one day out, so I am getting ready to leave. It's 7:39 a.m. I woke up this morning at like 5:50, got up, get dressed, did my cardio, fasted cardio, and then just to be safe, my weight still is not really cooperating. I was 58.6 today for like the third day in a row, so hopefully it goes good. And then I showered, got ready, and now I am having meal one of plain chicken and plain rice. Blech. And 500 milliliters of water. Okay guys, so everything is packed and ready to go. I am actually not driving up by myself, and it's actually the first time that Eric's not coming with me, unfortunately. He's gone hunting, so it's the first meet he's ever gonna miss. But it's okay because a girl from Sudbury is actually lifting as well, and we're gonna carpool together, so it'll be good. And I'll have some company along the road. Now I'm gonna go pick her up because I'm running late, as per usual. Guys, we are in Toronto, so I dropped off Amanda, the girl that I was carpooling with. So now I'm heading to my appointment. We're going downtown Toronto for this appointment, and I'm gonna try to vlog as much as I can because I think it's gonna be really interesting. But so far, had another chicken and rice meal, more water, some dark chocolate. I'm gonna have some more dark chocolate, and then I'll have my last meal after my appointment. And we did get lost, which added an extra like 40 minutes to our drive, but it's fine. We still got lots of time to make it to the appointment. Hey you guys, I'm done with Jay, and that was really cool. Like, you guys will see him talking, and he went pretty in details, and a lot of it is very complex, but super cool. Hi you guys, so it's about 6 in the evening, and I'm at Steph's apartment right now. Bless her, she's so sweet, letting me stay here all weekend. Thank you, Steph. And her apartment is just like so adorable, so I'm just hanging out. She's actually at work right now, and she's gonna be done in like the next couple hours, so I'm just kind of hanging out, resting. On another note, I haven't talked about this prep yet, but it's been like, it hasn't been anything close to my other preps that I've had in the past. I really struggled. On top of everything going on, I struggled with having like motivation, having passion towards it again. And like every other prep has been just so easy for me. It's been easy, it's been fun, I was motivated, like it was a breeze. This time it was really hard, and I figured out also one of the reasons is because every single prep that I've done so far and every single competition has always been like higher and higher and higher. So I wrote this on my Instagram post the other day because I kind of figured out finally why I've been feeling like this on top of everything. And basically I started off, I went to like the beginner competition, like there was a bunch of new lifters, went to that competition, then I went to an open competition just at a local meet. Then I went higher, and I went to a regional championship, then I went to a provincial championship, then I went to a national championship, and then I went to worlds, like the highest level you can be at. And I did all that within a span of like a year and a half. Like, that's a lot. And it just, I had that focus where it was like better every single time. And then I had time off, finally. I really needed it. And like now I'm going to provincial, and it's like provincial is huge, but it's weird because I'm like, why am I having like the mentality where it's like, it's not a big deal, like I don't really want to, like I don't know, it's like it's such a negative mindset to have about like such a big competition. And it's just kind of the mindset that I had. And I kind of talked to my coach about this. I was like, yeah, I don't know like why I'm feeling like this, and I shouldn't be looking down on it like that, like it's really bad, but I don't know what's going on. And he basically told me, he's like, okay, he's like, look at it this way. He says, Sophie, you basically went to the Stanley Cup final last year, like the final game, you know. He said, you made it all the way there, and now it's the off season. Now it was your off season, and now you're getting back into the regular season. He says you can't just go back straight to like the final. You have to go through the season. You have to do the work. You have to do all the things to get you back there. He says it's just the beginning of the season. He says the regular season, like Provincials, is not as exciting as Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final game, right? Like, it's not the same emotions, but you still have to put in the work and you still have to do the stuff. And I don't know, it just kind of, it put it in a better perspective for me, and it kind of made me realize, like, yeah, that is so freaking true, and put some sense more into me. And you know what, I'm actually like pretty excited to be here. I haven't been focusing solely just on powerlifting, but it's also been good for me because I think last year it was like powerlifting, that's all I did. Like, I didn't even care if my grades took a hit, which they didn't really, but it was like I didn't even care that much about school, about like relationships, about, and like not even like myself. I would just focus on like the sport and getting myself to the end goal. And I think it was just, there was no balance during that. So I think now, because I'm actually like experiencing balance, it's kind of like a change of turn. So I'm excited to be prepping and doing other competitions with a more balanced approach. And I'm excited. It's going to be fun, and I don't feel super nervous. My weight is just kind of stressing me out a little bit, but I think it's going to be fine. If not, I compete in a higher weight class, so at least I can still compete if I don't make weight. But it's gonna be fun. So I'll take you guys along for the ride. I have to check my weight in about an hour, hour and a half, and I'll catch you guys up then, see how we're doing. Okay, so I just weighed myself, well, about like 30 minutes ago, and I'm 58.6, like same thing as this morning, and it's on a legit like meat scale. So I'm overweight, need to go sweat, going a good life. I'm gonna go do some cardio with like sweatpants and hoodie, and then I'm gonna get in the sauna, and hopefully I get down to like 57.5 or something closer. Wish me luck. Hey guys, we're at Provincials. It was very rough to make weight. So last night I told you guys I had to go to Good Life, and I did. And I was back in the sauna, back to the cardio, back and forth for like over 2 hours. I sweat so much and I felt like so crampy and dehydrated. It was not fun. Then went back, went to bed, woke up this morning and had to get in the bath because I was still like 300 grams over. So I got down to like a little bit, took a shower, got ready, and then I came right on weight. So I think we're good. Now we're walking in. Guys, say hi! Hi! It's my vlog. Hi! We got Steph, we got Amanda, and yeah, so fun. Now I just want to drink some water and pickle juice. What's up, you guys? I am so sorry I just completely stopped filming on meet day, and now I'm back home and it's a few days post competition, and I'm just gonna do a really quick recap. But basically, competition went great, way better than I expected. So last you guys saw, I was walking into the venue and I was very like dehydrated, depleted, like just you know, super dry. It was not fun. So I'm not sure if I told you guys, but basically the night before I went to Good Life for over 2 hours, basically just running back and forth from like the sauna to the cardio to the sauna cardio, and I was like wearing a hoodie and sweatpants, and I was literally in the sauna with all that clothes on. Like, this one lady was like just looking at me like, what is this person doing? Anyways, and I was like going like for 20-30 minutes at a time for both, and it was just so exhausting. And I had my scale, so I was basically taking off my sweaty clothes, getting on the scale, seeing how much I was weighing, texting my coach, and then he would tell me, okay, go back for like another 30 minutes or whatever. And so I had to put back my sweaty clothes. Ugh, it was so not fun. I have never ever experienced something like that. And I was trying to make 57, and normally I compete as a 52, and 52 has always been a breeze for me, but I kind of got a little far away from 52 and 57. I was like 62 when I started my gut, which is not ideal. It's kind of why we had to take these bigger measures. So lesson learned. It was an awesome experience anyways, because I still learned a lot, but I would probably not do it again unless it was like super important. Anyways, so the next morning, or after like a few back and forth, I was like so exhausted and I was done, and I just texted my coach. I'm like, I'm tapping out, like I'm done, I'm going home. And he's like, okay. By the time I found my car, okay, it's like 11:30 at night. I'm in Toronto. Don't even know really the area. I was like in the middle of the city or whatever, and the gym was like, I don't know, I had to park like on the side of the street anyways, and I'm looking for my car, and I literally walked around the entire building before I could finally find it. Anyway, so finally, all I wanted to do was go to bed, so I finally get back. Steph, where I was staying, she was already sleeping, and my coach was like, okay, actually before you go to bed, go check your weight one more time. Just from that, like walking around or showering, walking around, all that stuff, I had lost like 200 grams. So we were like, it was looking better. So I went to bed, woke up the next day, was still, I think I woke up at like 300 or 400 grams, a bit too heavy. So and he had told me the night before, if you wake up and you're 200 grams over, just go in the bath and like try to sweat for like 20 minutes. So I got in the bath. I think I only lasted like 12-15 minutes. Like I was so tired, and like I didn't want to make my performance even worse by like staying too long in the sauna, so, or in the bath. So I was like, hey, if anything, I'm gonna spit. So I got out of the bath, I was like 100 grams over, I think, and I was like, okay, well, I should be fine. Weigh-ins are in like 2 hours. And by the time I showered and did all that, right before we left, I was like exactly on 57, and I can only be 57 or under. Like I cannot be 57.1. Like it has to be exactly on it or under. So left for the competition. By the time I got to weigh-ins, I was like super hyper. I was full of energy. I don't even know how. And I was seeing everybody, and it was just, I was so friendly and excited. And by the time I got in, it was like 56.74. So I was totally good on weight. I was really, really happy about that. And then the rehydration process came in. That was the worst part of the entire meet and weight cut. Like, oh, horrible. Basically, I had to drink a lot of water after, so I'm very dehydrated, okay? Hadn't drank since like 5 p.m. the day before, and I was sweating like extremely. And so very, very like dehydrated, so I was trying to rehydrate, and I had to compete in like 2 hours, right? So I'm like trying to rehydrate, so I'm having like sodium and water, like the perfect balance, because you don't want to have too much or like too little of one or the other. It has to be like a good balance. So my coach was telling me kind of what to do. So I'm drinking that, had some Pedialyte. I'm like trying to eat some food once I was feeling better. I also like drank pickle juice, because that's just a way of getting sodium in, and it's not even that bad actually. And then like I was feeling okay, just feeling like really bloated, and I'm uncomfortable, and I usually feel like that, but it's always fine. But then it got to a point where my stomach was just in extreme pain. Like I felt, I could not even move. I was like, oh my god, this hurts so bad. And then I felt like very, very, very nauseous, and I thought I was actually gonna throw up. So I'm like, I look at my coach, I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Like I can't finish this water right now. I'm gonna throw up. He's like, lay down. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm gonna throw up. He's like, no, lay down. So I finally lay down. And I'm like laying down, and I'm trying not to throw up. Like that's all I'm trying to do, is not to throw up, not to throw up. That's all I'm thinking of. And he gives me like headphones, and I put music in. And he's like, just get through this like 10 minutes and you'll be totally fine, I promise. So I lay down, and I swear like 5-10 minutes later I was completely okay. It was just to get through those like 5-10 minutes. And then I laid there for like about 20 minutes, 20-30 minutes. And I had like my hoodie on, and I actually looked like I was so like dead. Like it was crazy. Well, like not good. It's not funny, but like it could have been pretty bad. But I don't know. I was like gray and green, and like my friend was like so worried, because she's like, oh my gosh, she's not looking good. Anyways, so after that, got up. I'm like, oh, I'm totally fine. So I just like ate the rest of my food and got ready and started warming up, and that was it. It was like just one like moment of just pure like shittiness, and then I was fine. So started warming up. Things were feeling good, but they were looking a little bit slow and a little bit off. I mean, it makes sense. Like it could have affected my performance a lot more, but turned out it didn't. So we ended up putting reducing my opener, which totally fine. I don't really have any videos. I just have like my 3rd attempts and my 2nd attempt at deadlift, but that's pretty much it. I like halfway through squats, I realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even have anybody here filming me, because this is the first time Eric didn't come, and nobody like else from my family was there, and I just didn't even think of asking somebody. So it's all good. But basically I went out for my opener on squats. Oh my goodness, it was like a grinder because it's like I forgot how to squat and I like started moving up like, I don't know, it was super bad. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. Usually my first squat is always pretty bad because I'm just trying to get used to the platform and where everything is. And anyways, so I was like, oh, it's practice. It was just, it's out of the way, it's fine. Then went for my second one. My technique was so much better. I wish I had a video of it. And then my third one.
Here we go, Sophie. Nice and steady. Big confidence here. All you gotta do is stay tight.
What?
Big breath all the way. Drive it up, drive it up, drive it up, drive it up. Hold it.
I turned into a bag of milk, like Steph would say, basically. I don't even know. I like completely forgot how to squat. I stopped bracing. I did like a slight pause at the bottom. Like my hips were like wonky. Like that is not my normal Sophie squats, but hey, I grinded through it. Thank God I'm strong, because if not, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. So yeah, got my fake 300 pound. I was pretty sad that it was under 300 pounds, but you know what, overall, like, I'm still pretty proud that I got that, so especially on a day like that. So then on to bench. Bench was just feeling so good.
Just like the last one. You're a good bencher now, Soph. Press it back, press it back, press it back.
I'm so. And I wish we would have did bigger jumps. We just kept them at like 2.5 jumps from like 60 to 65 kilos. But still, 65 kilos was me PR, and it was like a pause PR because I've done touch and go at like 145 pounds in the gym for like hard touch and go single. So my technique just looked really, really good. So I was really proud of that. And usually I'm always like the first one to go out for bench, and I was actually like the last one out of my weight class this time, which was so weird for me. Like I don't understand, but hey, I'm a good bencher now, so this is exciting. And then on to deadlifts. I'm looking up the records before because I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I can actually go for a record. And I looked them up, and it was like 155, I think, was the provincial record. And I was like, whoa, we can probably come close to that. And then the national record was like 158.5. So I would have just needed to do 159 kilos, and I could have got that too. But then by the way like deadlifts were moving, it just didn't look like it was going to be possible on that day. And then this other girl just ended up hitting all of the records. I think she hit both of them, so I was like, oh, I was kind of upset, but it's okay because I got my opener. It was really good.
So
Let's go, Sophie.
use your legs. Big push. Here we go, Sophie. Confidence, come on. Yep. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your butt.
Got my second attempt, which was PR, well, a meet PR. I had done it in the gym before, but like it wasn't as good. So at least like this one was like a good like competition PR. So 330 pounds, and then for my third, we just could see that I didn't have that much left in me, so we just did like a small jump.
152.5 kilos.
Keep pulling. Here we go, Sophie. Finish strong. This is 9 for 9 here. Let's go, Sophie. Pull your chest up, press your legs down. Good. Push, 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 push. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your butt. You got it. Yes. That's whites.
And I didn't even get it because I did that weird lockout thing that I keep on doing on deadlifts for some reason. And yeah, the bar kind of like went up and down or something like that. So I got called, and it was actually like 2 reds and 1 white. So one of the refs thought it was good, and also like the other refs that gave the reds, they have to like put a color card saying like what the call was for, and they put 2 different ones. But then one of them like switched it after. I don't know, it was really weird. So my coach like ran to the jury table to try to get them to try to fight it and get the lift, but it didn't go through. But it's all good. And then I still ended up winning first place, and I think I came in, I think what my coach told me, I like won by like over 30 kilos. So like that's actually pretty crazy because usually it's always like very close competition, but like I won by that much. Crazy. So yeah, first place again. I am the best in Ontario in the 57 kilo juniors, which was the exact same thing that I came in last year, and so I redeemed my title for the 2nd year in a row, and it's just it's so exciting, and I'm excited to do it again next year. But now, next up, national champion. That's my goal. I want to get my spot on the world team. That's my next goal, my next focus. So let's do it. And yeah, it's gonna be so much fun, and I cannot wait to share this entire journey with you guys. So anyways, I just want to say a huge thank you for watching, and a huge thank you to everybody who supported me. It was honestly such a good weekend. I spent so much time with like friends and people that I hadn't seen in a while, and met new people. So I just love powerlifting and going to meets and just the powerlifting community in general. So I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.